motherfucking weeks.
Let me
Confirm
type
and
stuff
oh,
out.
Go, 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 go.
all right. I'm ready whenever you are.
Okay. And want to count us down, Jameson?
Hold on, I'm tweeting.
Getting that tweeter out.
Tweedledee.
Give that person back her sweater. See on Facebook, Anna messaged you about a sweater.
Yeah,
Sweater.
or a blanket. Got a blanket.
I seen that. I was like, that's hilarious.
I told her I'd give it back to her if I came across it.
It's like at least she's keeping her distance instead of messaging you. She just messaged you on Facebook.
Okay.
Yep.
I
On my
tweeted.
wall though.
Yeah, I know that sucks. I don't know why she just didn't message you
Yeah.
like privately.
I don't know. I'm probably blocked her.
Yep.
Okay, 5, 4, 3,
2,
2,
1.
uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis. It's your quick Spanish education. Welcome, ladies and
1,
gentlemen.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Is that Japanese?
No, that's French. Bonjour,
French?
ça va?
Oui, ça va.
Oh, tu parles
I knew.
français?
I used to know a little bit of French, but I
No
forgot.
buen. No buen.
Je parle français un petit. Un petit.
Welcome, everybody. Episode 33. 33
Well, that's way over there.
freaking weeks, man.
That's a lot of weeks.
That is a
It
lot of
is.
weeks.
Half a year. More than half a year.
That's a lot of nuts.
You got to think in retrospect what we got. October, November, December, January, February, 5 months.
5 months.
And then we're at a year. And then we get sponsored and hosted by Podbean.
That'd be cool.
It's freaking amazing.
It's gonna be litty.
February 9th. Mark your calendars, folks. It gonna
already
be
did.
awesome. And no one can even hear me.
Is that true?
Oh.
None of my things are moving on
Yeah, people. Rip.
Ah!
Rest in pepperoni. People can hear you
That's
on my stream.
Hang
On
on.
mine too.
Wow. Wow.
Hang on.
It's
hang
almost
on.
like we're not using new microphones or anything.
Yeah, I know, right? Fuck. Which one microphone's mine? Okay. I don't fucking know. Sorry, pardon me, guys, ladies and
You
gentlemen.
said
and
the
ladies.
F word really early in the show.
I
Fuck.
did. Sorry, that was my fault.
We're gonna get
There.
demonetized.
Not
Yeah.
again.
No.
Why?
All
It
that
happens too often.
All that
does.
$0 in YouTube money.
No one. You guys aren't moving. What the hell?
Type beats.
I don't know.
I'm just putting some beats on. EMR free. That so far sounds like it would work with this. What's playing so far?
Suck a butt, man. Hang on.
Gang gang. Gang gang. Gang gang.
Actually, I do like this beat. I've heard this before.
Gang gang.
I don't know about the beat you're listening to.
I'm listening to the beat in my head.
Oh yeah, this is how we're. So what's going on, man? Let's start the week. What's your weekend up to, James? What you been doing?
Oh Jesus Christ, I got a lot. Schroeder, do you want to talk about your week first?
My week is always you already know what my week is before I even start. What do you think my week was? Take a guess. What do you think I did this week?
You're not playing Pokemon
You
anymore.
went on an adventure
That's true.
in a
No adventures.
in a virtual world.
Kinda. I'm building an adventure. I'm actually
called Grand Theft Auto 5.
right on the Days of Our Lives server. That is based on the soap opera.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Your voice got really like.
Yeah. did. Got broken there for a second.
That's
Yeah,
how my
man,
voice was, like, all this like for the most of this week. It was like
Is it?
gravelly and then like just cracking like crazy. I'm finally going through puberty.
Are you like sick or something?
No, like I've been totally
Good.
fine. My throat's been
Yeah, you
like
better not
not
be.
hurting or anything. But like
That's good.
well, I mean, I've been kind of sort of sick. Did I talk about it last week about my tooth infection?
Yeah, how's that doing?
Oh, fine. It's perfectly fine now.
You got it taken care of?
Oh yeah, I've got antibiotics in me. I've been just guzzling antibiotics like crazy.
Tooth pain is quite literally the devil. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
there's stuff out there that's pretty terrible, but then there's tooth pain. And tooth pain,
S tier. It is
yeah.
triple,
Yeah,
it's
S tier,
triple
yes.
S tier on shitty things.
Agreed, bro. So what, you just went, did you get the tooth pulled or something?
Nah, I've just been fucking chugging antibiotics.
Oh, okay. All right. So it's just an your tooth will survive.
Oh yeah, it seems like it's fine. It's like
Oh, that's
fine now. It hurt like very, very, very mildly last night, but then I just had some antibiotics and it was fine. Antibiotics cure everything.
Yes, and tooth pain is literally the devil. Like, there's things out there that suck, but tooth pain, that takes the goddamn cake.
That
takes
cripple you.
the cake.
It cripples you.
God, I remember, man. And you know what? I don't like going to the dentist.
Oh, I hate going
because
to the
I've only ever had to go to the dentist for like a serious issue twice. And both times they fortunately it was way in the back on like one side, but the other side's a little less, it's more annoying, the other side. But every time I've gone, they've had to pull a tooth, they've accidentally knocked another one out and then charged me for it while I was all drugged up and like made me sign the paperwork. Yeah, bro. I hate the dentist. I really wish
go to the dentist.
I can't like, dude, they're in my person. I hate to say it because who knows, we might have some dentist listeners and all that, but I just have such a hard time trusting the dentist. It's my least favorite of all the medical industries. Yeah, the dentist is by far the least. Like, for instance, it makes no sense to me that they scrape your teeth with that metal tool.
Oh, fuck that. Just the sound of it.
Dude, on like a molecular level, or like, you know what I mean, on a much closer level, you're doing damage to your teeth scraping it with metal. Like, come on, dude.
I mean, have you ever tried chewing
they scrape
on
the shit
aluminum
out?
foil? It's not fun.
No, and they say it's bad for your teeth, and here they are freaking scraping them. I wish. And think about all the other industries. Like, there's LASIK surgery for your eyes now. They can literally use silica to 3D print your exact replicated heart, basically. Hit it with your own stem cells and selenium, catch it with a little lightning, put it back inside your body, and guess what? You just got Frankenstein, bro. You're like, you good. Yeah, man. Like, but yet teeth, they can't sort a tooth without punching you in the face so hard that your tooth comes out. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how have they not? The stem cell research. Yeah, the stem cell research is coming through though. Like, that should be a thing hopefully soon. Won't that be nice?
That'd be great.
That's what I'm holding out for.
Just inject all the stem cells into my spinal cord. I'll be fine. I'll live forever.
The fuck? No. What? You got to do it like on that South Park episode.
Yeah.
You just snap into a Slim Jim and. No, they use your own stem cells. Really, they do. They take basically a baby tooth, hit it with your DNA and your stem cells or whatever, and then put it in the spot, and boom, like a few weeks later, they got, you got a tooth growing there.
That's crazy.
Isn't that great? I can't wait. Science needs to hurry the fuck up with that, though.
Yeah,
male pattern baldness. Why is that a problem still?
Fucking Walker, you know all about
Elon Musk, please stop shooting cars into outer space and sort out the male pattern baldness issue in this world.
Well,
get your priorities straight.
First, get the cat girls, then male pattern baldness.
Yes.
Priorities.
We'll get there.
I want.
We'll get there.
Cat girls first. 3D real life waifus. Give me that first.
You said that was coming. That's weird.
Yeah, we talked about that last week, right?
Yeah.
No, it was 2 weeks ago.
Oh, 2 weeks ago.
Oh. Either way, it was weird.
The weeks are just kind of blending together.
They do.
They do just kind of blend together.
They do, bruh. They do. That was my week. I didn't even tell you what I did. What the hell? We just got on a crazy tangent.
Yeah.
Focus.
We kind of already know what your week is like.
Yes. I'm actually doing pretty good. I built the first chapter of a mod I'm working on and fixed a couple other little things. But that takes a lot of my time. Other than that, just working.
Oh.
Yep.
And trying to clean my house really slowly.
Yep.
That's good though.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm waiting for you guys to get on. We've had more people jumping on. We've had quite a few people jump on over the last couple of weeks. Yeah,
I've really
they come and
noticed.
go. It's been quiet the last couple of days though, but yeah, man,
Overall, though, how's it going?
pretty good. Pretty good.
I even got a micro USB cable at work, so I could plug my PS4 controller into my computer.
That's what's up.
So I can use
Now
it.
that I
That's a
finally
win.
got it installed.
Hell yeah, bro.
I think it's installed. I haven't checked in a few days. I can't remember
Watch,
if I
it's
just
not.
canceled it.
It's not even. Yeah, you haven't even. Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. Who knows? Who fucking
That
Yeah.
would suck so much. But like, oh, by the way, you try to go on it. Psych.
Yeah.
You
We were
wouldn't do
gonna
nothing.
let you, but we were just pretending.
It was just the world's
Oh.
greatest jape. The world's biggest
Sorry, bro.
the jape of the century.
Oh,
Sorry,
such
bro.
trash.
Not that fake trash.
You have to upload the podcast, James, just so you know.
Oh Jesus fucking!
I haven't been
Christ.
live this whole time
God
I-
damn.
I-
Really?
because they can't hear you. I couldn't figure. I got a new headset, so my
Yeah.
desktop audio has to go through my headset,
Hmm.
which is weird. I've never had that before.
That is weird.
Hold on.
Oh.
Fuck me. All right, hold on.
Watch, James. I wasn't live this whole time either.
No, I was live. I just don't want to wait like 15 fucking years to download it on Twitch.
Well, we've only gone through what I did today, so I guess it wouldn't be that, or this week,
I'm
so
not gonna skip that shit.
All right.
wouldn't be that big of a problem
yeah,
anyways.
I'll fucking wait 20 years for fucking Twitch to get off its fucking dick and do something.
Gee whiz.
Got it fixed though, but I don't know why I have to go through my headset. I got a new version of the Astros. It's the tournament,
Terminate
tournament,
the tournament.
the tournament. Ready pair. They're all fancy and silver.
Nice.
They sound weird
Nice.
because there's a mode. I
Whatever
don't know,
happened to your fucking
guys.
nice
You won't be able to
microphone?
hear it, but it makes you sound like I'm in a surround, like I'm in a bubble.
Whatever happened to the nice fucking
Yep.
like microphone that you used? That you want to use? Did you ever get like a mix amp for it?
No, this one right here.
Yeah, that one right there.
I didn't hook up.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't have it connected.
Okay. Well, maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll run to sometime when you're up here or something. Maybe I'll run to Guitar Center and buy a new one, because I've been meaning to.
Hmm.
And I'll just I don't know, $50 for this guy.
Word.
That's
Word
exact-
up.
Fi-
So do you want me to go?
$50
Go
for
ahead,
this
James.
guy, and I'll give you Final Fantasy 10 and 10 too for free.
That works.
I can go since you had a pretty eventful week. I just played video games all week.
Yeah.
I played a lot of
What's up,
video
man?
games actually. And also had some excitement too. So I've been playing video games, a lot of video games, video games. Mainly on my phone, which is weird. I never really would have expected me playing games on my phone.
Yeah,
Well,
me neither. When you said that, I was like, what?
I've been playing a lot of Gunpla, Gundam Build Fighters or whatever it's called. On my phone, I've been playing the Pokemon game. The new
Have you?
Pokemon Masters, yeah, and a Fist of the
Oh,
North
that
Star
one.
game.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Hmm.
the Gundam game is really good. I really enjoy it. It's top tier, 10 out of 10. It's a good way to kill fucking money, to just waste money easy on fake things. The Pokemon game, I haven't really experienced that much. I've only maybe played like 20 minutes of it. Voice acting is pretty good, top tier. The battle system's pretty fun. It's kind of like it's just like Pokemon, but it's 3v3 battles.
Nice.
Okay.
And then Fist of the North Star. Holy shit. Oh my god, that game runs like hot fucking garbage.
What? Really?
Absolute garbage.
Isn't that like a special on a TV show?
What, Fist of the North Star?
What?
Yeah.
No, well, okay, sort of. There's this show Fist of the North Star. It's an anime from like the late 80s. That's really good. Jeff, you'd probably like it. It's very gory.
I know what it's
Oh, yeah.
about.
Yeah,
I'm
you know
aware
about
of
it.
this. Yeah.
So Sega, since they have the license to Fist of the North Star games, they made a mobile game for iOS and Android, and it uses a lot of the models from the Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise game on PS4. You can see the problem right there.
Yeah.
Using models from a PlayStation 4 game on a phone. Pre-rendered, it looks great. It looks fantastic. It's probably the best looking mobile game I've ever played. When you're actually in game, and like I have a Pixel 3 XL, so it's not like an old phone. It's not like, a low spec phone or anything like that. There were times where the frame rate dropped to no shit like 10 frames per second in game. It just like the frame rate just shit all over itself.
I bet.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to think. I know there's an anime where one of the dudes special, he yells like something along those lines and he punches somebody. And I can't for the life of me remember what the fuck it is.
Does the person explode into like
I
a
don't
gory
remember.
mess afterwards? Because if they explode into a gory mess, it's Are you thinking of Saint Seiya?
Hold on.
Because like,
I don't know, I'm trying
if
to.
you think if it's Saint Seiya, I'm gonna be shocked.
I know I've heard it before, and I can't for the life of me think of where I've heard it before. Where the guy goes, it's something. Maybe it's not Fist of the North Star, but something along those lines, and he just literally takes his fist and punches you.
Okay. Well, while he's looking that up, I've also played a little game on the PlayStation 4 called Vampyr. Vampyr.
Okay.
All right, so the story is you
Okay, I figured it out, but go ahead.
What is it?
It's not that. So, you remember Digimon?
Yeah.
The lion,
Oh, yeah.
the one that was like a human.
Yeah.
It's he yells "Fist of the Beast King," and that's what he does, and that's his special.
Okay.
He was like one of the first people to become like a master. Digivolve to like the master form. Leon, Leomon.
Digimon, digital monsters. Digimon are the champions.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Digital monsters. Digimon are the champions.
Yeah, the Leomon, the lion that could walk and stuff like that and talk. They all could talk, but yeah, there was Fist of the Beast King. That's what it was. And I thought it was something. So completely it's nothing to be the same about. Okay, go ahead.
The Vampyr, you play as a dude. This is like it takes place in London, in probably around the turn of the century, of 1910, 1908, somewhere around there. It's like right around. It's like in World War One times, and you play as this guy who's a doctor, very famous doctor, and he was a field medic for the British army, and he comes back, gets bitten by a vampire. Now it's him trying to figure out who bit him and that kind of stuff, and find out if he can turn back the curse.
Mark says just play Hitman.
Yeah, Vampyr sucks. That game's absolute fucking trash. It's
Not bad, huh?
So the voice acting is okay. The story's pretty interesting. The animations are hot garbage. The graphics and the animation, it's like how could I put this lightly? They seem like I wouldn't say early, but like 2009 PlayStation 3 game. It's rough. It's extremely stiff. The combat is extremely stiff. You have it has a pretty big skill tree, but pretty much all you got to do is just throw blood arrows at people, and that pretty much gets them. No, it's not a good game. Don't play it. It's not good. Not good at all. story's very boring after a while. I also played. We might talk about it because they announced it at the Nintendo Direct. I'll probably talk about it then. I played a game on the Switch. And I've also been playing Tetris 99 a lot. Still
Yeah.
grinding away.
Have you gotten that chicken dinner yet?
You guys saw
Playing that game?
Almost.
You guys saw the
Oh,
pictures I
fucking
posted.
most.
4th fucking place today. That's how I knew
Damn,
today was going to
bro.
be a bad day. I got 4th place.
You're getting close, man. Soon.
I was so butthurt. It was funny because that game, no one was attacking me, and I wasn't like getting
How
any
is the speed?
KOs. It was like just such a boring game that I ended up getting in 4th.
It happens, bro.
Yeah, it does.
Still, it's close. That's awesome, though.
Yeah. I still would rather have a, an epic victory royale. I got Catherine, full body edition.
Yeah.
What is that? How is Catherine?
So it's a game where you try to bang 3 girls named Catherine. That's the best way to describe it. You try to bang 3 girls named Catherine, and
The blonde girl is the main one from the previous one.
well, no, but
Okay.
the 2 blonde ones are. The pink-haired one is new. She's the new Catherine.
Essentially, it's
I
a
see.
puzzle game where you get trapped. Your mind essentially gets trapped in like. I don't even know. I guess you can explain it,
Okay,
but it's a
so
puzzle game. You got to build your way up out of this maze.
Yeah, you fuck. You're friends with you're like. Basically, your fiance is Catherine with a K, and she's a fucking cunt.
With a K.
With a K.
With a K.
No,
with
with
a capital K.
with a hard C.
Oh, okay.
She's kind of like she's a bitch. All right. Then there's Catherine with a C comes in, and she's a fucking slut. She basically spreads her legs wide open just for you at the beginning, like right as you meet her. You wake up
Oh my
with
gosh.
Catherine with a C next to you in bed one morning, and you're just like, oh my god. So, you start having these weird dreams about sheeps and
Fucking sheeps.
a big like pillar and stuff, and you have to like open like parts of the pillar up so you can climb up because there's something chasing you at the bottom. And there's a bunch of people that have claimed to have those same dreams, but the people who have those same dreams and they get caught by the thing crawling up to them, they die. You die in the dream, you die for real. So,
We got that Freddy Krueger action going on.
yeah.
In
So
a sense.
I want you guys to see something real quick. So, I have 2 copies of the collector's edition.
It's ridiculous.
I got them from Amazon. Okay, I got it from Amazon. The first one the game came out on Tuesday. All right, I've had this game pre-ordered since February.
Yeah.
This game came out on Tuesday.
The original one was fun. If you never
Oh,
played it, by the
original
way.
was great. Great hidden gem. I got it on Wednesday. So I'm already a little peeved about that, but I'm like, okay, it's fine. I don't care. I'm not gonna be a little baby about it. I opened up.
But you could be if you wanted to.
I could be if I wanted to, but that's not why I'm a little baby.
It's no 2K game where you got to get it at midnight. If you don't, you're 10,000 years behind.
Yeah. The thing that I was
Nobody
peeved
will
about
play with you.
is the corners of
ripped.
the box are all crumpled, and this one's fucking ripped.
Yep.
So the box that it was sent in from Amazon was partially open
Oh my
when the
gosh.
UPS driver dropped it off.
That's not polite.
And I'm like, are you serious right now? So the first thing I do is I open it up to make sure everything's in there. Everything's in there. The game is still fully sealed. Yada, yada, yada. I open it up, and I look, and I'm like, I spent like $90 fucking on this game. And
Yeah.
the corners are all
It's ruined.
fucked. This ain't gonna fly.
You ruined it.
So
It was good, but then you ruined it.
I contact Amazon, and I go through the process, and they send me a new one on Saturday. So like 2 days later, they send me a brand new one. I'm like, sweet, that's cool. And this one came USPS, the Postal Service, immaculate condition, perfect condition.
Good.
So I'm like, all right, thank God. But this is making me leery of ever buying anything like any collector's editions or anything from Amazon again.
Oh yeah.
But I did get some really cool stuff in it. So I'll open up the one that I have to send back to Amazon to get my money back. Because that's already fully opened. So I get a little plush sheepy sheep. A little plushy sheepy sheep. I get a cool little art book with new Catherine on there. With some really cool
Nice.
concept art in it. I really like that shit. I get a CD, the soundtrack on CD. So always
Nice.
love that. And then a really cool. Let me grab this.
And the cool thing about this game too, it's like Life is Strange. So there's interactions you have with other people, and
It's
based
very-
on what you say, changes the outcome of the game.
It's very dating simmy.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And then I get this cool little steelbook case with all 3 Catherines on it. And it's very bright pink, so
Yeah.
it'll super stand out. The only
Yeah.
complaint I have with this steelbook.
The fan service is real, bro.
Oh yeah. The only complaint I have with the steelbook is that the name isn't on the spine of it.
Yeah, it's just like a pink case.
Yeah. What the heck?
So that's like a very, very extremely minor nitpick. But a nitpick nonetheless. All the steelbooks that I own all have the name on the spine of it, so I can easily look on my shelf and be like, oh, there's Resident Evil 7. Oh, there's Kiwami 2. There's Kiwami 1. There's Uncharted 4. You know, easy, just grab. Granted, this is a bright
pink.
This is a bright pink case. I'm not gonna have that issue. But still,
Isn't like based on what you pick, like it also changes the level of the hard, like the difficulty of that level you're about to do?
no, you actually choose the difficulty at the beginning.
I wasn't sure if it changed it or not.
Here's the weird thing about the original Catherine. I got stuck on the final part of the game because I was playing on a difficulty that apparently no one played on. Super fucking easy. So I would look up guides on how to do it, and I'm like, this is nothing like how mine is. What is going on right now? Nobody.
You were playing it on easy?
Yeah, like the easiest setting because I was a little babby who.
And no one played it on that difficulty.
Yeah. Everyone's playing it like on normal. And I'm
Uh-huh.
like, alright, that sucks. But okay. So I never beat Catherine.
That's awesome. Yeah, the first one's cool. Yeah, it's weird. You're basically you have to climb blocks and you have to move like stones out of the way to climb up to the next one. And you have to escape before this like basically the devil kills you.
Mm-hmm.
It's the worst.
And if you miss a block, you fall and then you get hurt because you fell
Ow.
too far.
Too far.
And then you like start limping and shit because then you have to climb back up. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, and they kind of confirmed that they're making a sequel, so they're making a Catherine too, so.
I only played the first one because it's rated M and it said it was nudity in it. And so that's the sole reason why I played it because it came out like 10 years ago.
That's funny.
It's right around 10 years.
Yeah, and I'm like, dude, this is fucking amazing. I want to see some animated boobies. And I never got to see any animated boobies, but that's the only reason why I played it.
Boy, howdy, do I have a game for you that you would like.
Oh man.
You want
That's
to
the
see
sole
animated
reason why
movies.
I was gonna buy it too, and like literally strictly for the reason of being able to see this, seeing Catherine's
Just the
boobs.
movies.
Because in the original game case, you're in Catherine's
Mhm,
cleavage.
mhm.
Your head's sticking out between her boobs.
That's great.
Yeah, she's got a red bra and your head's sticking out between her cleavage.
Catherine with a C, by the way. Catherine with a K is too classy for that.
Yeah,
Oh.
So I might stream
times.
that after we're done here, depending on
nice.
what we get done. It'll be the People 8 Studios After Hours.
Mm.
Oh,
I've
Jeff,
heard about that
Jeff,
show.
where can they find you?
On Splash Screen Gaming on
Thursdays.
Twitch. Yeah, Thursdays on Twitch primarily, and then on YouTube. Splash Screen Gaming on YouTube. You can find me there. And that's it right now. I mean, then we have a Facebook page that I haven't really been keeping up on, but I will eventually.
Well,
So yeah.
well, you can
How
find
about you?
me. You can find me on youtube.com/people8studios. Same with twitch.tv/people8studios. You're probably watching on one of those right now.
You know what I realized we forgot to do when we first started this podcast?
What?
Forgot to introduce ourselves and say any of that shit.
I'm
Yeah.
James. I'm James. The person in the middle right here is Walker, and there's Jeff Schroeder.
I just thought about that.
Well, yeah,
like
because
we just
you're
went right
busy-
into our weeks.
You're busy fucking around. So.
I'm sorry. I ruined the. I'm fucking off for a week, and it's just like I throw the fucking
this-
groove off of
This
everything.
is why I don't miss a single
It's okay.
goddamn episode, because my
Yeah.
groove would be completely off. I
I'll get it back.
I ask this question every single time, but what the hell are you guys gonna do the 1 week that I'm not here?
We'd be lost without you, James.
Oh,
What
and
else
then
you got
can-
going on?
you
Our
can also-
best.
You can also find me at people810 on Twitter. That was my
You
week.
sure can. For myself, I was obviously not here last week. I was moving into a new house, which I am
How'd
here
you
now,
go?
and as you can see, I am in a room by myself with no clothes, no beds.
Well, I mean, you got clothes on right now.
Well, I do have clothes on. I'll be taking them off here in a little bit, but so,
Save it for after the show. I don't want to get
I know, right?
I don't want to get banned.
I am have my own little room. It's a 4-bedroom house. It's nice. It's we got to move in a little early. We weren't supposed to move in until Monday, but Monday was Labor Day. So I called them. I'm like, "So you guys even open?" And then they were like, "Yeah, that's a good point. No, we're not." I was like, "Well, can we move in Saturday? I mean, can we move in Friday? That way we can get everything going because if I don't move in Friday, I can't have my internet until Wednesday or Thursday of the following week. And if I can move in Friday, the internet company will come out Saturday, and all the other shit will be on Friday." And they were like, "Yeah, I suppose." I was like, "Thank God," because if not, I wouldn't have internet, and I wouldn't have been able to work Sunday or Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
So, do have first time ever. I have fiber optic internet.
Yeah, you do.
Well, that's probably the man.
Yeah, so it's fucking awesome. It fluctuates a ton. I have gotten up to 900 download, 900 upload megabytes, 900 megabytes.
And this guy with his
Only.
fancy internet,
Fluctu-
living in the
It's,
future
it
over
fluctuates
there.
between 600 and 900.
Yeah,
Living in the future over there, like a
guess how much it costs a month?
how much?
75.
$65.
Okay, so I was close.
Yeah,
It's
it's a
super
special through CenturyLink. Like the only company that does it. If you try to get fiber optics through Spectrum, it's like $250 a month. Comcast, it's the same price. Because I asked the one guy, and I was like, fiber optics is fiber optics, but is there like a reason why you guys have it at $65? Like, is it because you guys have like really shitty fiber optics compared to everyone else? And he was like, it's fiber, like you can't make a shitty fiber optics. Like, it's all.
Right.
It's like he was like,
Yeah,
Same.
a lot of people question like, how is it $65? And it's just like they're a smaller company, and so why not? Why not get people in the door for this amazing deal?
And then a year
Oh.
from now, when
Yeah, I know.
price
I don't know
jumps-
what it's gonna be a year from now because it said the 1 year. It's a 1 year pricing for $65.
Hmm.
So we'll see. Next year it's $500. I'm fucking stupid.
Well, no, then you go over to a different company.
No, it's no. CenturyLink's the only company at this house.
Rip.
Only Domino's delivers here.
What,
Um,
not DoorDash?
Nope.
Oh my
DoorDash,
God, what are you
Uber
gonna
Eats.
do?
It depresses me. Let me show you a little thing here. So I come to find that out. First, Domino's couldn't even find our address, so it's weird. Like there's a south in front of our address, blank South blank Drive.
South North Street.
Yeah, South North Street. Let's just say that. And everyone's like, "You live in Utah?" I'm like, "No, I live in Tucson, Arizona. You're 5 miles away from me." And they were like, "It doesn't show up." Like,
Uh-oh.
gave him my address in the south. You take out the south, it shows up. It's the weirdest thing. For some, but south is actually in my address.
That's weird.
But it doesn't show up on these apps if you put south. So here is all of the companies. So the green is where they deliver. The gray is where they don't.
You're like
I am literally across the street from where they fucking deliver. Yeah. And I'm like, I looked it up and I'm like, are you serious? I was like, I am literally, the green is Tucson. The only fucking part of Tucson that they don't deliver is where I live.
Sucks to suck.
It's like you literally cover every inch of Tucson except for pretty much my fucking road and the prisons. Like, it's like, what the fuck is that?
That sucks.
So yeah, that was pretty fucking hilarious. I just seen that. I'm like, Nicole's like, it's a sign for you to get healthy.
Yeah.
We do have a chopsticks.
That is funny,
though,
dude.
I found out.
Nice.
Really? That's
Yeah,
cool.
we have a chopsticks. They actually don't deliver here, but I convinced the one person to deliver here, so I do have that. I was like, it's only 2 more exits. Like, please, and they're like, fine. I was like, yes. So I had
Speech
chopsticks the
level
other day.
20.
Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, everything else was. I'm just like, how are we literally in a fucking 1 block radius of what every company doesn't deliver to? Unbelievable. But yeah, it's been nice. I love the house. It's big. Weird thing about this community, there's no streetlights.
I don't like that.
Yeah, there's no streetlights at
I
all.
don't like that at all.
For those who don't know where I live about on a housing complex about 40 seconds away from 3 prisons.
I'll be right back.
Okay. But they say it's super safe here anyways, because if someone's gonna escape from a jail, they're not gonna go to the only housing complex that's literally 30 seconds up the road. Because I was told that the second someone, if it does happen, they basically barricade this area off, and the criminal will be stupid to come here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's no streetlights. Yeah, we drove at like night the first time like 3 days ago, and we came in and we're looking around and we're like, why is it so dark? Come to find out, I'm like, there's no streetlights. It's like, that's weird. Yeah, so that was super fucking strange.
That is weird.
Yeah. The only bad thing so far about the house is the stairs.
The stairs?
Yeah.
The stairs. Sunday. No, today's Sunday. Thursday. I was on break, and I don't know if this was fucking God like giving me a sign or something. So I'm like, I don't want to work anymore today. I have like an hour and a half left. I just want to leave work. So I go on my 15-minute break. I'm walking down the steps with my son Lincoln. He trips, falls, like hits a step, goes to hit a second one. I grab him, put him in the air, like I'm holding him in the air. I fly over him halfway up the stairs. I'm holding him in the air while I'm tumbling down the stairs. Smacked my kneecap off the edge, like felt like I broke my wrist.
Oh, gosh, bro.
He's up in the air, he's
Don't do
crying.
that.
I called Nicole because she's at karate with Grace, and I'm like,
I
you
know.
got it. I can't breathe. Like I can't breathe because I'm like freaking out. I can't move my knee because I literally felt like I broke my kneecap.
It's like, honey, I think I just died.
Yeah. Lincoln's screaming. My knee is literally throbbing. I can't bend my leg. My wrist is on fire. Like I'm just sitting there like, I can't, like, are you almost done? Like she's like, I can't hear you because I can't talk. Like I'm screaming into the phone because I'm trying to yell
So I'm
over
glad
Lincoln.
you're
I'm in
okay.
pain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the time, I bet it was terrifying, but it is.
Oh, it
fun.
was. Yeah, Lincoln had a
Got it.
lump on a goose egg on his head because he hit the
Aw.
step. But other than that, though, he was fine. My wrist.
That's good.
Nicole asked me to crack her back yesterday. I pushed down on her back, and I screamed like a little girl because I hurt so bad to push on her back with my wrist. And then if I touch my knee at a certain spot, like I get like it hurts as well. And then my back still hurts, and like, oh, it was rough. The next morning, my hip, my shoulder.
Man,
Like I'm too old for this fucking shit.
you know you're getting old when falling down the stairs is like super painful. When I was
Yeah, I
younger,
know.
when I was
Devastating.
younger, I used to yeet myself off of stairs all the time, and I was completely
Oh, yeah, me
Like
fine.
it
too.
was no big deal.
Hell
Yeah,
no.
it was brutal. But yeah, everything. Like, oh, that hurts.
Glad you
That's been the,
survived it though.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's been the only hiccup at the house so far.
Gonna be extra
past
careful
that-
with the stairs now, aren't you?
Yeah,
You
I
and
have
Lincoln.
PTSD every time Lincoln goes by him. Like my heart like sinks. Playing a ton of Minecraft,
Yeah, you have. Holy
which is
shit.
weird. I don't know why. Grayson's been wanting to play it, so I've been getting into it. Dude, I didn't like that game is so intricate. Like you have to have fucking like the different pickaxes to get different materials and things along those lines. I had to like Google a bunch of this shit because I'm like, so like I'm playing this game. I'm like what really is the point of this game? Like what? Like am I missing something here?
What's
Because
the end
it's
goal?
literally
There is an
the
end game.
well, yeah, and I found that out, but I didn't know that at first. I'm like, is this literally you're supposed to dig
Just
down
dig?
halfway into the earth, find fucking gold and silver and mine and build houses? I'm like, there's got to be something fucking more to this game
Well, that's
other
what it
than
was in
literally just
vanilla.
wandering hours and
Aimlessly.
hours, just fucking chopping down trees. Come to find out, there's like the Ender Dragon and shit like that you can defeat. And if you defeat that, then you essentially beat the game. So like, but it's like little things like, so I finally like I had no idea. I'm pickaxing fucking stone with a wooden axe, and I'm like, dude, this is taking fucking forever. I'm like, how the fuck do you get you get a stone or a silver one? Had to fucking look it up. So I get that. So I get a stone pickaxe. I'm digging down, and I find like a fucking mine of gold, rubies, and I found diamonds.
Score, bro.
I'm like, this is fucking awesome. So I'm using my stone pickaxe to mine gold, the rubies, and the diamonds. And I'm like, oh, this is fucking awesome. I'm getting them all. I'm getting tons.
Rip.
And the same stone, the regular stone is going up, but I don't see the little tiny gems in the stones. And I'm like, oh, when I go back to the surface, it's probably just hidden in there. I look at my thing. I just have regular fucking stone. I don't have diamonds. I don't have gold. I don't have rubies. I'm just like,
Son of a bitch.
I'm like, what the fuck just happened? So I asked my
Oh,
brother. I'm
man.
like,
F.
so why don't I have? So I Google it. I'm like, what you need to, how to get gold? You have to have a iron, gold, or diamond pickaxe to get those. I'm like, you are fucking kidding me. And I've yet to find diamonds ever. And there was probably like
Fs.
there's probably like 20 diamond things that I found. I'm like, this is amazing. I'm gonna have fucking diamond armor when I first play this. Nope. Like there's a fucking cauldron. I have no idea what that does. There's a fucking compost. No idea what that does. Like there's so many little intricate things. I can fucking make magic potions and shit. I'm like, I just miss creative when all the shit was made for me.
Right. Why do I have to build this stuff?
Dude, that game pisses me off so much. So I'm in a dungeon, and I died in the fucking dungeon.
Oh, rip.
But there's all these skeletons and fucking zombies.
Not scaly bellies.
So I drop all my shit. So I keep going. I literally probably went back like 9 times to get my shit, and I fucking died every single time. I'm like, I just took a deep breath. Like, oh my god, I'm not doing this. Is fucking stupid. So then finally I get like half of it, and then I leave, go back to get the other half. I die again. So then I shut the game off.
Just
Open the game up, all my shit's gone because when you shut the game off, it disappears.
Yep.
I was like, you motherfuckers.
Ha
There was times when I was fucking building a farm and shit. I'm like, oh, I have a beautiful fence, I have a beautiful garden, and all of a sudden,
nice. The whole world is. Birds are chirping. Birds are singing. Cheeseburger.
pretty much, and then all of a sudden I hear, boof! A fucking creeper blows up behind me and destroys my garden and kills me. I was like, you motherfucker!
creeper. Oh man.
That all sounds about right, man.
Dude, that happened to me like 7 times. I'm like, you dumb bitch. I was, and obviously I didn't realize your fucking experience resets. I think I was like at 25 and I died till fucking lava. I touched lava and I was trying to jump over it, and I touched it, and for some reason my health kept going down, and I didn't know if I just wasn't jumping out of lava, and I died and reset my experience. I was like, no, this game. I hate this game so much, but it's fucking fun at the same time, and I don't know why it's fun, because there's no point to it. There is, but the shitty thing about the PS4 version, you can't play with any of the other consoles or anybody else.
Not yet. Nope.
Nope. So I can't, like, I have to get on my son on his iPad can play with my brother on his Xbox, because the iPad uses the Microsoft version of Minecraft, while PlayStation has the stupid fucking PS4 edition, which doesn't allow you to play with anybody.
Yep.
Other than someone with the PS4.
Or PS.
Really?
Or a Vita.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can play with the people in the Sony universe, but that's it.
Nobody else. Yeah. So that's stupid. And it's like I'm already decently far in the PlayStation version. I have it for PC, but it's just like because I started playing it on PlayStation randomly. I don't know why I picked PlayStation over PC, and then I got like super far, and then I'm like, I really want to start over for PC. It's like I want to play with people, but I don't want to have to fucking do this all over again. But that's pretty much it. On to some weird / shitty news. So I texted you the other day.
Yeah.
I got some pretty bad, kind of bad, fucked up news. So, correctional officer. Y'all remember I applied for it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
CO, the Arizona State, whatever. So get all the information, do everything. Give them all my information. Passed obviously the fit test, passed the written test. Took my physical, took my medical. I was in backgrounds.
Mm-hmm.
So they called me, had a couple questions. I guess I accidentally said I started working at Best Buy in March 2018. But that was when I switched jobs. But that was just a funny hiccup. So I'm waiting. Haven't heard anything. It's probably been about 2 weeks-ish.
Okay.
So I'm sitting waiting here, hearing something. I'm waiting for information, nothing. So we did a change of address, which I've never had this before. But when you do a change of address now, I don't know if it's something that I accidentally selected. And the reason why I get these, let me see if I can find it. No, it's probably not going to show up because I reset my phone. Hold on. Hang on. So
we're waiting with bated breath.
Uh-huh.
The
Give me 2
tension
seconds. Let me
is
see if I can
building.
find the. Okay.
I can
So-
barely contain myself, actually.
Hang on.
Oh my god.
No.
Oh man. This better be good. This better be really good.
So I get a thing. It's called Mail Digest. So it's from the Postal Service. It literally shows you what you're getting in the mail.
Oh, that's cool.
That's neat.
Why? I don't
Nice.
know. It's fucking weird. I don't know why that is. So one of them is from the Arizona Department of Corrections. I was like, oh, that's
Okay.
weird. I wonder why they're emailing me. I was told I was going to get I wonder why they're sending me a letter in the mail. I was told I was going to get a phone call from everything. I'm like, it's going to be a fucking denial letter. I just had that feeling. So get home. It's in the mail. I open it up. Jeremy Walker, dear Jeremy Walker, through further investigation, you will no longer be offered a position at the Arizona Correction or any facility in the state of Arizona. Per further investigation, we are no longer moving forward. Thank you. Have a nice day. So I'm like, that fucking sounds weird. I'm not being offered a job here or at any correction facility in the state of Arizona.
Like, damn, I didn't know I did that
So-
bad.
So I called. I'm like, hey, I got a denial letter.
That sounded
Didn't really give
pretty
me any
serious.
information, but it says can't get this job or any other job. And they're like, okay, well, maybe it's just a temporary thing. Maybe you failed one of the tests or something like that. So he looks it up. Oh, that's what he says.
Oh.
I'm like, oh, what? And he was like, yeah, unfortunately, this isn't a temporary thing. You're banned for life.
What the fuck?
I was like, what do you mean? He was like, yeah, you're banned for life from applying at any Arizona State correctional facility.
What?
I was like, I'm banned for life? He was like, yeah, unfortunately. And I was like, well, why? They go, unfortunately, we can't disclose that information to you. And I'm like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
I was like, did it something to do with my my application that I failed to put something on there? Is it one of my relatives? Is it me that I fail a test that I fail one of the medical things? I'm too fat. I actually said that, and he kind of giggled, and he just didn't say anything. And I was like, "Well, was it a family member?" He's like, "Well, unfortunately, we can't release that information." That's when he said that. I was like, "So what does that mean?" And he was like, "You can apply at other correctional facilities outside of the state of Arizona, and you can apply at county jails, but you can't apply at any state prison in the state of Arizona for the rest of your life." Like, what the fuck?
Wow.
So-
Alright.
So me and Nicole are sitting there, and they're like, what the fuck does that mean? I'm like, I don't know. It makes me feel like I'm a fucking criminal. For one, sorry, I'm swearing some. It's just
Yeah,
something
yeah.
that makes me mad. So and she was like, what could it have been? So the only thing that we've narrowed it down to is three things. So they called me about 2 weeks ago because about that, the thing with my job, well, that was messed up. They fixed that. Somebody else called me the next day. And he was like, hey, on the application, you said you had tattoos. I said, yes. And he said, okay, I need pictures of all your tattoos. And so what I was thinking, okay, so if you can see it, I have a picture of swords,
Oh.
and I have a tombstone with a cross with Assassin's Creed. And Assassin's Creed is a game where you kill people. But at the same time, they're not that bad. It's not like I have a fucking gun or some shit. Yes, I have swords.
Right. Nothing crazy though.
So nothing crazy. It's a video game related. And I specifically said it. All my tattoos are video game related. So then I was thinking, okay, was it my driving record? Because they asked me about that. He was like, well, tell me about your driving record. And I was like, he's like, are all your tickets and everything paid? And I was like, yeah, everything I've ever gotten pulled over for is all paid. He's like, okay, cool.
It's a weird reason to get denied though, is for the traffic tickets.
Well, so I looked up and I'm like, if it was traffic tickets, what could it have been? So 2016, I was in a car accident and I got charged for careless driving, which in some states can be considered a misdemeanor, which is a worse offense. But that was pretty much it. But it was never really classified as that in Pennsylvania. I just got a ticket and I went on my way. The ticket was like $150. Because I rear-ended somebody because I wasn't paying attention. I'm like, that doesn't really make sense. But it could have been. And the last part was, he was like, tell me about your brother, Justin. So, kind of laying it out there. If you don't know, you can look all this shit up, so it's not like I'm releasing any fucking personal information about myself. So, my brother, Justin, was arrested on multiple different things. He's gotten drug charges, parole violations, and he was actually arrested in a meth bust.
Oh, nice.
But in that meth bust, he wasn't charged. He was let go because they didn't want him. They wanted like the ringleader. I don't know what shows up on his record, but he specifically asked me about that. So my mom and my wife Nicole both think it's that. Because at one given time, me and Justin had the same address, my parents' address. So maybe, I don't know. I'm gonna call him back on Monday and be like, "Listen, if I'm banned for life,
I would. Can you guys at least let me know how I can find out why?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
I
like
understand you might not be able to tell me, but do you have any idea who I can ask to find?
Yeah.
Like, who?
Because
What's
to
my
me-
next step then?
because to me, if I'm banned for life, it's not like I can fucking apply in 6 months and change my answer.
No.
I'm going to immediately get denied an application.
Yeah.
Like, so that's what I'm going to call him. Like, listen, I can understand you not wanting to tell me if it temporary thing, and I can reapply in 6 months and have to basically try to figure out what I've messed up on. But you are physically telling me I am banned from ever being an Arizona State correctional officer.
Until they change
That I can never apply.
Until they
like-
change the computer systems and they forget
Yeah.
about that.
I told
Yeah.
my brother, and I was like, I need you to apply to be a correctional officer. My little brother Jordan, because he's coming down here in a couple weeks. And I was like, I need you to apply to be a correctional officer. He's like, why? And I was like, I need you to go through everything. I need you to pass everything. I need you to pass the physical test. You need to stop smoking weed so you can do that. He doesn't smoke weed, but I'm just making a joke. You need to pass everything because I want to see if you get denied. Because if he does,
Then you know exactly why.
then I know exactly what it was. If he doesn't, then it was on me.
But that's kind of fucked up. If that
Yeah.
is it's kind of like the the sins of the father or the sins of the son.
Yeah.
So Nicole's like, well, so if you got denied this job, are you banned from the police officer job? Which I haven't heard anything back either. I haven't heard anything about the polygraph test.
Well,
It's been 3.5 weeks.
I can't imagine
So-
that.
So I immediately call. And I'm like, hey, this is Jeremy. I'm just checking up. I've had my polygraph test almost 3.5 weeks ago. I was told I'd find out in a couple days and haven't heard anything. And the guy was like, well, your background officer isn't here. I was like, yeah, I know, but I was just curious because, like I said, the guy who did my polygraph test told me I'd find out like Monday, Tuesday of that like 4 days after I took it. And it's been like almost a month. And he was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. So let me check. So he does this thing. I'm sitting on silent for literally like 10 minutes. My heart's like I want to bust out in tears. I'm like, God damn it. Like, this is some shit right now. He comes back and he's like, okay, I found all your stuff. Yeah, it's still being worked on. Technically, the background investigator, he has until October 31st to finish it because your academy doesn't start until the week of Thanksgiving. And I was like, sheesh. He's like, yeah, he technically still has 2 months to finish your background.
Jesus.
He was like, it's pretty much done. And from what I can see, everything looks good. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, what about the polygraph test? And he was like, well, let me put it this way. We just got your polygraph test 2 days ago, and it wouldn't be on the background investigator's desk if it was something bad.
Well,
He's
that's-
like, I
Well,
can't
that's
tell it.
fortunate.
He's like, I can't tell you what it says because I don't know, and I'm not allowed to open files on someone else's desk.
Right.
But just know that it wouldn't be where it's at if something
you'd
bad
failed.
happened.
Right.
well, that's good.
I was like,
But there's still that weird thing that they're saying, like, you can never ever apply ever again. Maybe they're messing with you and trying to see how you react.
no, it was pretty freaking official. I wish they were messing with me, but it's stupid because this came up in my police interview about my brother. And I was like, he's like, well, tell me what he did. And I told him, and I was like, that's not going to affect anything that I do, right? And the background for the police department was like, you can't control what your relatives do.
It-
Like
Right.
they're them and they're you.
I think it's different because with a correctional officer being in a prison,
Yeah,
there is that chance that you might end up in the same state penitentiary
Yeah.
as your brother.
Mhm.
So I that's what I'm thinking at least.
And that's what came across too. Like, if we lived together and he was a criminal and everything along those lines, why, like, what prevents me from doing the same thing? Obviously, which I never freaking would. But so I'm gonna call it tomorrow and just to see what they say. I
Yeah.
highly doubt they'll tell me, but I'm gonna be like, listen, if I'm banned, like, who cares? Just tell me,
Yeah.
like, or give me a hint. Press the button once for yes. Press the button twice for no.
Cough one.
Well, I mean, at the very minimum, let you know where to look next. You know what I mean? Like, all right, if you can't tell me, can you at least tell me who can? Like, if I want to inquire further, who do I talk to? Like, who's the next guy? You
Who's
know?
your supervisor? Who's your manager? I
Yeah,
wanna speak to
exactly.
Your manager. My name is Karen.
Let me talk to your manager right now.
Yeah, so that was the shitty part of my week, and it's just kind of been eating at me the last couple days, unfortunately, since
Yeah, I
just
bet.
because it makes you sit there and it's just like, okay, you're basically saying you guys looked at my shit and be like, oh no 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 no,
I ain't touching that with a
stamp
10-foot pole.
like, yeah. So I'm just like, kinda, it makes you think like in the back of the mind. It's like, okay, like I'm reliving my whole entire life. Like, did I do something that I don't know that I did that makes me a criminal? Like,
Right.
so we'll see. But yeah, that's pretty much that's sums up my week though for the most part. A lot of good and one bad thing, but unfortunately that bad thing's kind of large. So, but
Don't
hopefully
dwell
there's still hope. There's still hope for the police. Oh, speaking of injuries, by the way, so Thursday I fell down the stairs.
on it. Yes, we know.
Friday I forgot to mention this. I have a tote that I'm bringing in the door.
Okay.
I'm holding it like this with both sides. I think I have enough room to walk in the door
Nope.
with the tote widthwise. I
Fuck up
walk
your
in,
knuckles.
my fucking hands get stuck in between the door and the totes. I have
Ouch.
bruises on both sides of my hand, here and here, and I move my hands and they hurt.
Yeah, I bet.
Oh, and also, I'm piling onto the week. My TV broke
Which one?
that I had in my room. It's in my Roku, not the Sony.
Oh, okay.
It's a Roku TV. The screen jumps up and down. If you leave it unplugged for a day, it stops, and then a couple hours later, it flickers. And 2 cell phones broke today.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just kind of capping off a 5-7 day stretch. So I had to go to the store and buy a new one. Because my one iPhone literally just kept power cycling. It would be on, and it would shut off. It would reset. I would use it for a minute, shut off, reset. I reset it with the computer using holding the buttons and remembering the old Apple.
The old ways.
Yeah, it didn't work. I factory reset my phone. I'm like, yeah, this is gonna work, because my phone wouldn't back up. It didn't work. I'm like, I just fucking factory reset my phone for no
no
goddamn reason. I lost everything.
You had it.
You
back.
didn't back it up?
No, I couldn't. My iCloud was full. My iCloud was full, so when I tried to back it up to my computer, it was power cycling, so it never finished backing up.
Fucking idiot.
So yeah, I lost a
That's
bunch of
what you
my
get for not backing your shit up.
I lost all my porn videos. And then
You gotta have a.
So I
dude,
put my-
Okay, alright. Real talk. You gotta have a burner for that shit, man.
So then I put my SIM. I think I threw this phone across the room. I don't even know where it's at this point. So I put my phone into a phone. I put my SIM card into a phone that's broken, where the screen is like shattered and like that black screen bleed
Yeah.
is like takes up half the phone, but I can still see it. So I don't even know where it went at this point. The screen starts shaking up and down. I'm trying to text, and the screen starts jumping. I'm like, you fucking phone. So I punched the screen. I broke it even more. I was like, oh, yeah, that didn't work.
My God.
And so I had to go buy a new phone, which should be interesting how I'm going to get on to work tomorrow, because that phone that I broke, I use it to log into work because it has my login. Because there's a system we use that generates a code. And it generates a code to a phone number that I don't have my old phone. And so I had to keep this phone to keep generating that number, and I punched it and broke it. So now I don't have access to that thing.
You're just living on the edge, bro.
Jesus Christ.
So I got to call the help desk tomorrow morning to try to hopefully get that code generated before work so I can fucking log in.
Yeah, you're having a rough week, dude.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
I got a
you
new
can't. I
phone
guess
out
you
of it
can
though.
Yeah, and things can only get better from here, right?
Yeah.
A new phone to start with.
Yeah, except now my cell phone bill is more expensive than like a house payment. But
I saw that.
So.
Holy shit.
Pretty much.
But other than that, though, it's up and up now. So hopefully, I did get a call today about from the background investigator, the guy who called you, or you guys called him, or whatever, John. He called me and he had a couple questions about the polygraph test. Somehow the guy was like, "You quit Best Buy in March of 2019." Like, no, I'm still here. He's like, the guy wrote you left Best Buy, and I was like, in March of 2019. I'm like, in March of 2018, I left the store to work from home for Best Buy. He's like, oh, okay, that makes sense. That would make a lot of sense. He's like, I thought you still worked for Best Buy, and I was like, yeah, I probably just got lost in translation there somehow. But he was like, okay, yeah, everything else is good. You have a great weekend. But then that was the end of the conversation. Like after we got off the phone, I'm like, I should have asked him, how everything's going? Is it good? I'm like, do I call him back and like ask him? Like, no, I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna be that guy. I calls him back. Oh, by the way, so knock on wood, I still got that. So
Yeah, you gotta.
that's
gotta
my
wait.
week.
You gotta wait 2 days before you text them back. You know.
Yeah, I know.
You gotta play a little bit hard to get.
I know, right? So we'll see. I'll keep you guys updated on that end. So
Yeah, definitely.
I want that phone because I want to show you it. There's glass falling off.
I don't want to see it. I see that shit every day.
It was bad. Well, the glass falling off wasn't for me punching it. That was just for me dropping it 20,000 times. But nevertheless,
Yeah,
I did get Apple Care in this phone.
I see.
I'm smart
I
there.
see that shit every day.
Yeah, I know. Just think of like the worst condition phone. Like that's what this was.
Yeah, probably not. No, I've seen worse.
Yeah, probably. Anywho,
I've seen one that was stepped on by a horse, so nothing surprised me anymore.
I had a guy once come in and he wanted to utilize his GSP on his Android phone. He had a corner of the phone. He was using his wood chipper and it was in his pocket up here, and he leaned over the wood chipper. It fell out of his pocket into the wood chipper, and he found a corner of his phone, basically the size of like a dime. He was like, I found part of it. Can I use the Geek Squad? And they're like, sir, this is smaller than my thumb. Like, this is smaller than my thumbnail. Like, I was like, what do you mean?
It's at that point I just laugh at them and be
Yeah.
like, no.
This was when Brandon Fresh was there. He comes over because the man's like, I want to talk to your manager.
This is really broken.
Yeah, and the guy was like, Brandon Fresh was like, oh, what is this? Is this like a microchip for a computer? I was like, no, it's the corner of this dude's phone. He wants to utilize his Geek Squad protection and get a new one. Brandon just sits there and stares at the guy and just walks away. The guy was like, what does that mean? And I'm like, I'm assuming that means no, sir. And he was like, I don't understand some people, like why you thought that was like a thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, sir, if you total your car and you bring your tire into the garage, into the car shop and say, here, I want to trade in my vehicle with a fucking tire. Do you think they're going to give you a new car for a tire?
I don't think so.
And he was like, don't use analogies on me. I'm like, well.
But
Yeah.
But you know, it's seems to be the only way it's getting through your head. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that was probably one of the wildest things that I've seen was that dude dropped his phone. It was a prepaid phone too, so it wasn't even that expensive. But luckily it wasn't like an iPhone prepaid phone. But still though, it was absolutely hilarious.
Thank
Yeah,
God.
he-
dude.
Not hilarious for him, but just that story like in general was like unheard of. But that's all I got. Let's segue into some news.
Wait, where can they find you, Walker?
Oh, where can you find me? At Captain_Geech15 on everything. Captain Geech15 on the Instagram. I'm hoping to start streaming some Minecraft here. I think I might actually eventually switch to the PC side, just because I know my brother wants to play with me. So, at least until Call of Duty comes out.
Mhm.
Speaking of which, not this Sunday, but the following, next Sunday that week, I'll be in Erie.
Yeah, you will.
That'd be fun.
1 week from this Tuesday, I will be in Erie for an entire week. So 2 weeks from now, that Sunday podcast, I'll be in Erie. If you want to meet up and do it somewhere, or do it at your house, or I'll just do it on my phone somewhere random in a park, quiet by myself. No, I'm just kidding. We'll figure something out.
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
Like, where you at? I'm in a graveyard right now, doing a live podcast, doing a
Light seance.
yeah,
Right.
seeing if I can summon anybody.
Summon any great hosts, co-hosts.
But yeah, that's where you can find me, the good old Captain Geech. which hopefully one day I will change, get something a little more professional. But till that day, you gotta suck it up, and it's Captain Geach, not Captain Gucci, fucks. Not that I've had anybody call me that lately, except for my wife, because she knows it makes me mad. She's like, "What's up, Captain Gooch?" Like, I hate you so much.
I think me and Nicole would get along just perfect.
Yeah, I think you would definitely. Even she agrees with that too.
We both love making fun of you and pissing you off.
Oh, she agrees with that assessment as well. I'm really curious where I put that phone. I thought I put it down over here, but I guess I didn't.
Guess not.
Oh well.
Well, hey, maybe we should get to the news.
Yeah.
Yes. what
You
is-
start. Nicole wants me to plug in a. She wants me to set for Fire Stick. So give me a second. You
Okay.
start the news, and I'll be right back.
All right. So, I don't really want to talk about the big news until Walker's here, because he watched part of the Nintendo Direct. We got a Nintendo Direct this week. And the other two things, like, I kind of also don't want to talk about, because I want to
Okay.
hear Walker's reaction to these, and I want us all to experience it as a community, as the three of us. You know, it just doesn't feel,
Okay.
it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right. Jeff, what do you want to talk about while we're waiting the 5 minutes or so that Walker's gone?
What did I see the other day that looked really good? There was some kind of
Oh, there was
I
something.
thought I saw-
There,
I thought there was a game. Oh, good.
there was something.
I don't know.
There was something I forgot to mention in my week that I did.
Hmm.
I
What'd you do?
started rewatching Attack on Titan. I
Cool.
started rewatching it.
That's what's up, man.
Still a fine show. I mean, it's all right. I'm still in the first season.
Yeah.
So just kind of barreling through that. One day it just happened one day. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna watch Attack on Titan. I want to listen. I want to
Right.
listen to, because I have that song in my anime playlist on Spotify,
Okay.
and so like listen to it while I'm driving to work. And I'm just like, I really should get back into it. I should really give it a good chance. I only watched like 11 episodes. I want to.
Oh, really?
I want to at least get done with the first season before I either continue watching or just cut it off. You know.
Yeah. For sure.
So, I think I'm on like episode like 13 or 14 now. So
I thought it was pretty fun.
yeah, I mean it's the animation is unbelievable.
It is really nice. Yeah, they did a great job with it. And it, I don't remember the whole series. I seen it a long time ago. It's been a while since I watched it, so I'm not entirely certain what episode it gets all crazy. There's a
Is it
I
one
don't
of
know,
the
it's like
episodes where
elevator music here?
everyone dies? Because that's
Pretty-
like
well,
every fucking
every
episode.
episode. I know, right? What
You
was
know- So here's my thing with it. Is boy howdy are these people fucking just not paying attention. Cause you see these guys just zip zooming around these Titans like no problem, and they get
like it's no big deal.
Like it's no big deal, and then you see one person get caught and eaten. It's like, dude, maybe if you were just look with your peripheries, you'd be
You'd be
alive.
less likely to get eaten.
Exactly. Just watch where you're
You
going.
won't get eaten
asshole.
as much. Right.
I've also been watching a lot of dash cam car accidents on YouTube.
What?
I've been watching a lot of just like car accidents on YouTube. It's entertaining, even though I know exactly what's gonna happen. It's just like, oh man, just seeing these, just, oh hey, look, here's a Russian dash cam from 2017 of a dude blowing through an intersection and just smacking another dude, and both of them walking out and being like, "Suka blit."
Yeah, he's alright. He's alright. He'll be alright.
Yeah, he's fine. Everyone's fine. Except
Yeah, he'll be good.
I'm sure at least one of them died. It all started because I watched this one video. It was like one of those like real cop like videos.
Okay.
Where it's just harness cams of like actual like
Okay.
police officer stuff.
Yeah.
There was this one Best Buy in like California, I think it was. someone stole an iPhone that was on display and then pretended to be a U.S. Marshal. And he had like the badge and the pins and everything to kind of be like, yeah, I'm a U.S. Marshal. And he had he was packing heat too. At least it was like a fake gun.
You're not.
But yeah, it was like he's just a limo driver.
Oh my heavens.
Yeah, they're
People are
just like,
ballsy, man.
sir, you're an idiot. And he's like, I know.
Came back.
Okay. We were just talking about some things that I missed in my week. I forgot to
Oh,
mention.
you're good.
So, Walker, do you want to start with your news? Because you have a
Yeah.
small amount of news, and I got
The news.
I got literally pages upon pages of news.
Yes, I don't know what if you briefly had. I know I said I didn't have anything Disney wise, but it's not really Disney. It's more Sony.
Oh Jesus fucking Christ!
Sony says the door is now closed on Spider-Man returning to the
Good.
MCU.
Good.
So it's
Good.
not so much Disney, but more so Sony.
Good.
So
Heck up.
Tom Holland says the future of Sony now rests safely in Sony's hands.
Yeah, and Tom Holland's like, I don't care. I'm still getting paid.
Yep. So it has been teased that Sony has 5 or 6 new TV shows that will be set in the universe of Spider-Man and Venom. So I'm assuming Sony kind of had this planned out for a while. Like the fact that they already have 5 or 6 TV shows that they want to produce, that it's inside the same universe as Spider-Man, Tom Holland, and Venom.
Probably. It's like,
So-
I mean, they probably were like they probably agreed with Marvel to see if, Marvel could do anything and make Spider-Man popular again.
And they did.
Yeah,
I think so.
They did. Even though he didn't see it, but he did.
Venom 2 has been confirmed that Spider-Man will be in Venom 2.
That's fine.
There will be multiple different Spideyverse productions and
Nice.
spin-offs in the works.
Good. The second best Spider-Man movie.
So yeah, that's kind of cool. So essentially, it's that door has been closed.
Good.
Bad Boys for Life
Ride or die.
has 24 years since the last movie.
No, not 24 years.
I mean, sorry,
Since
24
the first movie.
since the first movie. Sorry.
I was gonna say, it's like, no, I definitely was alive to see Bad Boys 1 in theaters.
Since the first movie. Sorry.
Quarter of a decade ago, boys.
2003 was when Bad Boys 2 came out.
Yeah,
My day.
I was 9 years old.
That's still a long time ago. The release date's weird to me.
What's the release date?
January 17th, 2020. Like, I don't recall a big movie ever coming out in January.
Yeah, January's usually fuck you, it's January.
Yeah, January 17th, 2020.
Fuck
Like-
you, it's January!
I've never, because usually what happens is that January is what December runs into January. Like the movies that come out in December usually carry over through January. Then February is what starts
Yeah, because it's
the movies.
it's the rejects, like the ones that aren't good enough to be an Oscar season. That's where they just
Yeah.
throw it in January.
They're not going to win anyways. So they
Exactly.
just-
So just like
So
heck
that
it.
that kind of head scratched me because, yeah, in January you're going up against all the December movies. You're going up against Star Wars, Jumanji 2. So not that Jumanji 2 is a big movie, but it was a surprise hit 2 years ago. So you never
for
know.
Sony.
Yeah.
See, Sony can do good. Sony can make good movies if they feel like it.
Speaking of box office, fucking ads. Oh my god. Sorry for making your ears bleed. It Chapter 2 is the highest grossing weekend of a horror movie of all time.
Doesn't
Did it
surprise me.
really?
It came
I
out on
heard-
Friday.
Well, that movie, I hear. I mean, a lot of people really dug it. I mean,
It is
good
going
movie.
to make over $200 million when it's all said and done tomorrow.
That's
It was
great for a
projected to
horror
do
movie.
90 million.
That is pretty cool.
That's great for a horror movie. Because, like, horror movies, let me tell you, horror movies are, if you want to try to flip a huge, if you want to try to make it big, it's like penny stocks, almost, horror movies, where it's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you could either, like, not lose a lot of money, or you can make it huge. You can hit a gold mine. Because they're so cheap to make.
Oh yeah, it's It Chapter 1 was the highest grossing horror movie of all time and the fourth grossest highest rated R movie of all time.
Damn.
It Chapter 1 did $800 million. Yeah. Me and Nicole went because we were like, let's just go for opening weekend. I've never seen a line for non-pre-ordered tickets in my life. Every single booth was open,
That's crazy.
and there were the lines. We pre-ordered we got our tickets online.
Smart.
And the people that were buying tickets were literally out the door.